Hi all, welcome back to Mummy's Ways. Today's discussion will be a continuation of our previous video on management of natural resources. Those who haven't watched our video, I'll put up the link in the description box. Please don't forget to watch it. Conservation of forests. This is carried out by different methods. It includes reforestation, which is nothing but developing forest cover in the area which has been damaged or cleared during exploitation. Afforestation. It is nothing but the growing of forests on unprotected barren lands. Mahotsava is a tree plantation movement carried out twice a year in February and in July by both government and voluntary agencies. Separation of commercial forestry. Useful plants required by the industry should be planted separately, preferably on the wasteland. Growing industry required plants is called as production plantation. Grazing. Grazing should be regulated according to the availability of the pasturage. Deforestation. The removal, decreases or deterioration of forest cover of an area is termed as deforestation. Now, let's talk about the effects of deforestation. Deforestation causes several effects like soil erosion, desertification, floods, etc. Soil erosion. The removal of plant cover exposes the fertile soil to wind and water. The latter remove the topsoil and make the area infertile. Desertification. The removal of forest cover in the plains makes the area dry. In hot season, the soil becomes loose. Air currents take away the fine soil particles, leaving behind sand. Floods. In rainy season, many temporary rivulets are formed due to loss of absorption capacity by unprotected soil. The rivulets produce floods in low land, causing loss to agriculture, property, and life. Destruction of wildlife. Deforestation leads to destruction of natural habitats of wild animals and plants. Wildlife is therefore destroyed. Climatic changes. In the absence of forest cover, the summer becomes hotter while the winter becomes extra cool. The frequency of rainfall also decreases. Water as a resource. Water is a basic necessity for all the terrestrial forms of life. Regions of water scarcity are closely related to the regions of acute poverty. Failure to sustain water availability has resulted in the loss of vegetation cover, diversion for high water demanding crops, and pollution from industries and urban waste and less rain. Irrigation methods like dams, tanks should be used in various parts of India. Advantages of dam. Water from dam is used for irrigation in fields through a network of canals. Dams ensure round-the-year water supply to the crop fields and help raise agricultural production. Water from dam is supplied to the people in towns and cities through pipelines after suitable treatment. In this way, construction of dams ensures continuous water supply in the region. The falling water or flowing water from the dam is used for generating electricity. The water rushing down the dam turns turbines which run electric generators. Disadvantages of dam. Social problem. These are due to the construction of high-rise dams. A large number of human settlements or villages are submerged in the water of large reservoir formed by the dam, and many people are rendered homeless. This creates a social problem. Environmental problem. The construction of the high-rise dams on the rivers contributes to deforestation and loss of biodiversity. This is because a vast variety of flora and fauna gets submerged in the water of a large reservoir formed by the dam and disturb the ecological balance. Economic problems. Some people say that the construction of high rise dams involves spending a huge amount of public money without the generation of proportionate benefits. Forests. Forests are important renewable natural resources dominated mainly by trees, forming a sort of canopy. They are essential for the ecological balance of all ecosystems. They maintain the biological ecosystem. Water harvesting. Its aim is to develop primary resources of land and water and to produce secondary resources of plants and animals for use in a manner which will not cause any ecological imbalance. Various ancient methods of water harvesting. Methods like Kardin, tanks and nadis from the state of Rajasthan, banderas and tals from the state of Maharashtra, bundis from the states of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, pites and pines from the states of Bihar, khulds from the states of Himachal Pradesh, ponds from the Jammu region, and aeries and tanks from Tamil Nadu. Oldest method of water harvesting was bireless in Delhi and nearby region. These techniques are local specific to ensure the mismanagement and overexploitation of these resources. Advantages of water harvesting system. Water does not evaporate, recharge wells in moisture for vegetation. It does not provide breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Groundwater is protected from contamination by human and animal waste. Pollution of water. The pollution of water is caused by the dumping of untreated sewage and industrial waste into it. The contamination of river water can be usually found from two factors: the presence of coliform bacteria in the river and the measurement of pH of river water. Now, what are the advantages of water stored in the ground? The water stored in the ground does not evaporate. The water stored in the ground spreads out to recharge wells and provides moisture for crops over a wide area. The water stored in the ground does not promote the breeding of mosquitoes. The water stored in the ground is protected from contamination by human and animal waste. Coal and petroleum conservation. Coal and petroleum are fossil fuels found in the Earth's crust. They are non-renewable and exhaustible resources. Coal. Coal is combustible fossilized rock derived from a large accumulation of plant remains that is gradually compressed. Coal is used for cooking, heating in industry and in thermal power plants. Petroleum. Petroleum is another fossil fuel that occurs in the form of liquid oil. It has been formed in the past from the plant and animal remains and occur in the form of mineral oil in the sedimentary rocks. Petroleum is used as a fuel for transport, agricultural operations, generators, and some industries. Method of conservation of fossil fuel. Burning of coal causes air pollution. Thus, direct use of coal for the purpose or burning should be avoided. Coal may be converted into the liquid fuel and compressed natural gas through coal gasification. Techniques should be developed to recover maximum fossil fuel that lies in deep mines and wells. Wastage during extraction and transportation should be avoided. Both oil wells and coal mines are prone to catch fire. Therefore, these should be well protected from fire to avoid wastage, pollution, and loss of life and property. Overconsumption of oil in automobiles should be checked. We must save oil for future because only a few years are left for its depletion. Alternative sources of energy such as hydroelectric, nuclear, solar, wind power, and biogas plants should be encouraged. Steps for conservation of energy resources. Save electricity and water by not using them when not required. Use energy efficient electrical appliances to save electricity. Use pressure cooker for cooking food. Use solar cookers. Encourage the use of biogas as a domestic fuel. Fuel efficient motor vehicles should be designed to reduce consumption of petrol and diesel. Management of natural resources is needed for the conservation of natural resources. There are national and international laws and acts to protect the environment. One such is the Ganga Action Plan, the Multico project that came in 1985 to improve the quality of Ganga. Accordingly, a survey was conducted and the data was collected of total coliform between 1993 and 1994. We can also see that there was a national award for wildlife conservation given in the memory of Amrita Devi Bishnoi, who lost her life in the protection of kedri trees in Rajasthan along with 363 other people. The Chipko movement is also an example of the contribution of common people towards the conservation of forests. The Chipko movement was also called as Hug the Tree movement, originated from the incident in a remote village called Reni in Garhwal, Himalayas, where the people of this village clasped the trees' trunks with their arms to protect them from being cut down by contractors' workers. The people acted this way because they knew that this mass deforestation would spoil their healthy environment. The forest trees were thus saved. The Chipko movement quickly spread across all the communities and helped in the conservation of forests and thus helped in safeguarding the environment. The 3 R's to save the environment: reduce, recycle, and reuse. Reduce, it means we should minimize our use of natural resources, sources of energy, and food materials. Recycle, it means that we should collect materials like paper, plastics, glass, and metal items. These waste materials should be recycled to obtain these materials again for use. Reuse, in this strategy, we should be encouraged to use things again and again instead of throwing them away. For example, plastic bottles, those we get with jams and pickle, can be reused for storing things in the kitchen. The greenhouse effect. When the reflected back infrared rays of the sun are entrapped by the carbon dioxide gas of the atmosphere gets warmed. This phenomenon is known as greenhouse effect. We are towards the end of today's discussion. With this, we complete the chapter Management of Natural Resources, Part 1 and Part 2. Hope it was easy to understand. Let's meet again with another video. Until then, bye-bye. If you like our video, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Please don't forget to press the bell icon.